So guys, what's going on? The main event of the evening, Liam Smith battering Sam Eggington to move forward with his career. A great performance by Liam Smith. I thought his performance was great. I thought, the way he selected, his selection of shots, his accuracy, how ruthless he was. I think it was a brilliant performance. He was a bit critical towards the end in the post-fight interviews, but I think his performance was great. I think he did really well. I thought he was clinical. I think I think Sam Eggington couldn't hurt him. I think Liam Smith was physically the bigger man, and he kept pushing Sam Eggington onto the ropes and then battering him. I think it was a great performance. I think the levels showed. I think Sam Eggington's a domestic fighter and Liam Smith is a world-class fighter. I think Sam Eggington was taking a lot of shots, and I think the stoppage was right. I think it could have probably been a bit earlier. He was never in the fight, Eggington. He was getting beaten up, and you could clearly see that there was levels between these two guys. I don't think Eggington was in the same class or had the same pedigree as a Liam Smith. So I think the fight could have been called could have been stopped a little earlier. Sam Eggington's got a chin and a half. He's shown a lot of durability in the past, and I don't know whether a guy like Eggington can taking punishment like that, because he's taken a lot of punishment in his short career that he's had. He's only 25 and he's taken a lot of shots. So you don't want to see a fighter taking that many shots. It's not good for his health moving forward. But he is very durable. He can take a punch. But Liam Smith was just in another level to Sam Eggington. That was never gonna be a great competitive fight, because Liam Smith was just had too much class for someone like Sam Eggington. Sam Eggington's a good basic fighter, but against a world-class fighter like Liam Smith, I think he was just out of his depth. Moving forward, we want to see Liam Smith in big fights. We want to see Liam Smith in world title eliminators, world title fights, great domestic fights. And I really think the fight that should be made for both guys right now, and it should be made for a world title eliminator, is Kell Brook and Liam Smith. Matt Macklin said that, one of them should go on to win a world title, and then to maximize the revenue, that fight should then be made with Kell Brook. The only problem I have with that is I don't think either of these guys are probably that, unless it's a weak champion, which there isn't at the minute, are probably going to be able to win a world title. And that's the problem I have. I don't think if Kell Brook fights any of the 154-pounder, he wins. And I don't think Liam Smith right now, if he fights any of the 154-pounder, he wins. He doesn't beat Munguia. He doesn't beat Charlo. Charlo's not champion. Harrison's very good. And I think there's another, is it Lara? Oh, Jarrett Hurd, sorry, Jarrett Hurd. So those are tough fights. It's not like you're going to go into those fights as favourite, or you're definitely going to win a world title. You're going to be going into those fights as an underdog and probably expected to lose. So really, the fight that should be made that could probably fill out a stadium, I don't know what size stadium, but it could definitely fill out a stadium, is Liam Smith v Kell Brook. And then the winner of that should go and fight for a world title. Because what we'll know is the winner of that would definitely be able to mix it with those guys for a world title. But what Matt Macklin is saying about a guy should win a world title and then the Kell Brook or Liam Smith should go and win a world title, I don't know whether Liam Smith is good enough to win a world title against those guys that are current champions. Because when Liam Smith won the world title in the 154-pound division, he won it against a very weak champion. He didn't win it against an elite champion, And when he fought Canelo, we clearly saw that he was out of his depth. Canelo won every second of every round, and it was an easy win for Canelo. Canelo wasn't ever troubled. Just the way Liam Smith battered Eggington today, that's the way Canelo battered Liam Smith. I think it was a good performance by Liam Smith tonight, but I don't think you should get over ahead of yourself. I don't think not sure if he can beat any of the 154-pound champions. So really, the fight that should be made is the Kell Brook fight, because both of them are probably in the same point in their career. They've both been world champions. And I think whoever wins that fight should then go on to fight for a world title. because I don't know what Kell Brook's got left. And if I'm honest, I think Liam Smith probably would be the favourite. Whether he'd be the bookie's favourite, in my eyes, I think he'd be the favourite, because I'm not so sure Kell Brook can have a hard fight anymore. I don't think so. I think after his eye went, I don't know how much battle Kell Brook's got left in him. I think the Golovkin and Spence fight took a lot out of him, a lot out of his career, and aged him quite a bit. And I don't know whether he'll be able to be able to have a war against a guy like Liam Smith, who's probably physically bigger than Kell Brook, because he's been at 154 pounds. I don't think Liam Smith's ever been a welterweight, so he's probably the bigger man, and he's quite a strong, good, accurate, good fighter. So that will be a tough fight for Kell Brook, and I don't know whether Kell Brook's got a war in him. And when you're fighting someone like Liam Smith with Kell Brook's style, you're probably going to have to go in for a war. I don't think Kell Brook's going to stop Liam Smith that easy. So it's going to be a war, and I don't know whether Kell Brook's got a war in him. So I think that's the fight to be made, and the winner should go on to fight for a world title. But I think Kell Brook's not going to want that fight. I don't see it. I think Kell Brook just wants the Amir Khan fight. He's waiting for Amir Khan. And if Amir Khan decides to retire after the Crawford fight, Kell Brook's going to have no choice but to fight someone like Liam Smith. And here's the thing. I think Kell Brook's looking for more of a big payday, which he probably doesn't see that in with Liam Smith. It's a good payday, but it's not the big payday that he's looking for against Khan. But I think really, if he's looking for a world title shot, Kell Brook, he needs to fight Liam Smith, and the winner of that should go and fight for a world title, in my opinion. But that's just, I don't think Kell Brook has the desire to fight Liam Smith. That's just my opinion. I think he knows that the Liam Smith fight is dangerous. So I'm not sure whether he's going to be willing to take it. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. What did you make of Liam Smith's performance? Do you think Liam Smith and Kell Brook should fight next? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.